He says, Satan does not mind giving up the man. He don't care if me and you come to God. You go. But he does care about who will control the woman, because a woman's nature is to be a channel. Her nature, now listen, so teaches the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, her nature is to be a channel for God.
Right.
Her very nature is not, she's so, brother, and it's something we're going to have to learn. Her very nature is that when she meet God and when she see God, I don't care how rough and tough she is, her nature will not allow her to resist the presence of God.
Think about that, right?
That's your nature, sister. I don't care how hard you might think you are. Let a real man of God get in your presence, and you know that's one.
Yes, sir.
And that's why when you can be physically in front of a man like Farrakhan, you be crying, don't even know why you crying. Oh, sisters just be about to lose their mind. Why? Because in him is a representation of God in a man. And that's something that we as men have to grow to. Don't envy that because of Minister Farrakhan. Look at it and study it and pattern ourselves after it, and they'll do the same for us. But not because that's what we're seeking. You get yourself in trouble that way now. But because women naturally love God.
That's right.
You cannot resist it. And the minister say this is why women hang around stars and people who doing something.
Right.
Because their nature is to be around a man in particularly who's doing something. That's why they even attracted to the big drug dealer, because he's doing something. It's warped, but it shows her nature in wanting to be around someone who's doing something.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? So, Minister Farrakhan teaches us that God put in the very nature of the woman when he was creating himself, he was creating her right along with him to be a comfort to a God who was doing a lot of work.
All right.
So in her very nature is the nature to comfort God. Y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Not God in the mouth.
Come on now.
But God working, building a world in which that woman could raise herself and her children.
Right. Yeah.
In a world that we would be conducive to the advancement of their children, but to build that world is not predicated on them. To build that world is predicated on us.
Right.
And this is why on the other side, the devil attacks the man.
Right.
And if there is a weak man, there is a weak nation on one side, because men build worlds.
Right.
And the white man has built this world, and our women are channels for him.
That's true. Yeah. That's what it is.
To continue to produce children who will fall in love with his world.
That's right.
That's right.
And him.
That's right.
Y'all follow me now?
Yes, sir. Gotta be the cycle. Yes, sir.
So he says, she's a channel. And because her nature is to serve God, then she cannot resist any man or any person who represents God. He said, but what has happened, a false God has taken God's place. Because the Caucasian